Who's going to win this one? There it is!
Jeremiah Millar.
Justin Bieber?
Without black slacks again. And got it, dude. My goodness.
And you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Well, gosh darn it. Sean's ugly mug broke the camera. But we're back. We're back here for our King Seat match in Division number 2 as Jeremiah Berger takes on Brett Hollinday this evening. Should be a fantastic match. We're going to kind of cut the rambling. We're going to get right to things because we've got these guys ready in the background. We'll do our spiel as soon as we get underway. So Will Stuart, Sean Green, Nick Dichiria, per usual. Let's get underway for our King Seat match here. What do you say, Sean?
Yeah, so let's talk about Brett Hollinday real quick. And again, you don't have to cut to that. You can cut to his thing, but you're going to cut to it now. He's been playing for about 15 plus years, throwing some darts from the 90s. So whatever he's throwing, they are on fire this CSC Challenger Series season. He's throwing a 4.92 MPR with a 70.5% win rate. By the way, but that would be the 8th highest average in Division 1 this CSC season, which is insane. He has beaten Tyler Holmes, Larry Keith, Kix Akala, and Brandon Neal to get to this point. He has 25-9 marks with 3 white horses, 84-7 marks, surprisingly 84-5 marks, and 51 games played, and a 61.9% win percentage is what I have here. It said 70-something overall, though.
Well,
What about Jeremiah Berger?
Yeah, for Jeremiah Berger. Maya, as he's known, been playing for 17 years, throwing the Randy Fern blackouts right now with the 18.5 gram version. How about an NPR of 4.43? He's got 29 marks, 84-7 marks, 88-5 marks, and 2 white horses. So there's a quick tail of the tape for Jeremiah, a frequent flyer in this CSC Challenger Series, as we're going to see what was an unfortunate start there for Jeremiah, it looked like.
490 is tough to do in the count up. Like that's really bad luck. That's not skill based at all. That is bad luck. But let's talk about this real quick, bud, because this is an important stat. You just listed all of those numbers for Jeremiah Berger, the 29 marks, the 84-7 marks, which is the exact same as Brett Hollinday, the 88-5 marks. He's played 65 games, which is 14 more games than Brett Hollinday. 14 more games, bud. And they have the same amount of 7 marks. Brett has 4 less 5 marks, and he actually has 5 more 9 marks than Maya Berger. What is Maya going to have to do to win this match? Because on paper, a 4.92 to a 4.43, even though it's a King Seat match, and even though both these guys are at the same spot, it seems like a slight lean towards, well, not even a slight lean. Brett's got to be heavily favored, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to lean towards Brett in this match. I'm going to be straight up honest with it. I'm going to think that he's going to kind of run this. If I'm going to guess, he's going to run this pretty good. It may be a 9-4, 9-3 even. I'll be the guy that says it.
Okay.
But we'll see. It's going to be up to Jeremiah to prove me wrong on that one. Granted, he's a savvy vet, but Brett's average, man, 4.92 compared to a 4.43, and he's done it in 51 games compared to Jeremiah's 65, and they've had the same amount of games, and you see it right there, a 9 mark in the first leg.
Yeah, boom goes the Minnesotan from Duluth, Minnesota there for Brett Hollinday, and that may or may not be a little pre-quill to the boom goes the Minnesotan jersey. Oh boy, 6.33 in this opening leg, and I want to shout out the Union Eagles, Motor City Darts, Brian Henry and company back there. They always bring a lot of people. There's a lot of support there. I think they have signs made. I can see them on the ground. They tend to always do that, and it means a lot to me. It adds to the fun, right? And then Brian Henry is going to be pushing the button all night long for his buddy Maya Berger. So it's going to be a fun night, man. Fun night in Michigan.
We'll see if it proves to be. I gave a gutsy call here, so I hate for those that are listening right now that are probably hating me right now. That's a guaranteed probably happening. But we'll see. Jeremiah got to stomp his foot in the ground here. There's a good bull. Needs another one. Does get another. That gives him a small point lead. He'll have to stay there, I feel, and he doesn't, unfortunately, get anything of value. I think Brett's rocking the Dead Man Darts jersey there, or shirt.
It does look like it. Of course, shout out to Rick Hensey for all of that up in that area. 4.67 is the opening leg victory for Brett Hollinday. He is up 1-0, and that was a quick leg, bud.
Yes, it was. What was that score line for Jeremiah? Did you see it was a 3-8, 3-0?
3-6-7, maybe?
3-6-7. We're just going to go ahead and take a look here.
Well, if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules of the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. This is the king seat match in Division 2. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket, with a cork, which was the 3-dart count-up to start the match, which was won by Brett Hollinday. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance, and if we go for speed, the players will cork for the start and the last leg decider.
Brett with an opportunity here. Trip 19, or he goes for the close early. How about that from Brett Hollinday? Being just 1 point ahead. Goes ahead and closes those 17s.
That's confidence, right? You call that confidence? Or do you call that just risky?
That's confidence. I think he knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to win this bad boy. He's had his eye on the prize since the very beginning.
Maya, early on, you can tell he is just on the other side of the wire often. So as Brett closes out the 18s as well, Brett Hollinday has shown us why he is the favorite here tonight. But Jeremiah Berger, there's one thing that we have been told that we've seen countless times is that he is a scrappy dart player. The ends of legs is where he kind of can time things right, even against the throw, with the worst average. He's that type of player. He can kind of scrounge.
Brett already kind of putting his foot in the ground here. 190 to 103. Berger on the 16s here. Feel like he's got to have at least a 5 mark here. There's a good triple. I'd like another one, and only a 4.
Again, that wire. Alex Bauman asking who won Division 2 last year. That was Aaron Ham, who is no longer in Division 2 this season.
Is it Rochester, New York for Ham?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's Rochester is how they say that.
Whatever. We're not going to get into potato, tomato here.
All right, a 5 mark there from Maya. Again, he has not given up in the leg. He's been scrappy on the 16s and 15s.
You still see a little frustration on his face there. This is the thing is, Jeremiah knows he doesn't want to find himself 3-0 down in this one or fighting after the break. 5-2 even would be fighting, and that'd be a tough task to do. But we'll see. This is early in this match. It's tough to estimate what's going to happen down the road, as that is a massive close for him.
Makes it even.
Gutsy move.
It is even now, 3-3. And it might pay off. Well, as soon as I say that. Oh, my gosh. Jeremiah Berger can steal it right here. Just 3 bowls.
This would be massive confidence boost. And what?
Well,
it was his leg anyways, but.
There it is. He does come back to steal the leg. And again, scrappy, worse average in the leg, wins that leg. That's what you just saw right there is textbook Jeremiah Berger darts. That is how he plays. Hey, Target Pro player and non-player ranges have been added to the A-Z Darts closeout section, featuring Phil Taylor, Raymond Van Barneveld, Adrian Lewis, Carrera V-Streams, Mikuru Suzuki, and Tony O'Shea. Take advantage of these last chance darts before they are gone. Head on over to a-zdarts.com, then type in the search bar new closeout darts. You can also browse a few 180 options like Lawrence Logan and Michael Bernard. Grab a set of last chance closeout darts for a reduced price over at a-zdarts.com. Again, type in the search bar new closeout darts. And I have a feeling I'm going to be taking advantage of that because RVB darts is exactly what I throw. And in order to do that, I'm going to leave a comment in our chat tonight, and I'm going to hit that like button on our Facebook page as boom goes the dynamite there from Brett Hollinday. A-Z Darts is giving away a $25 gift certificate to their website to one lucky person who wins tonight's live stream giveaway. It can be used on any product seen on the website and combined with any special. Use it towards a $45 purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. Brett Hollinday is running in this leg.
This dear Jidney. There you go. Classic. He is off to the races indeed. Look at this. 8-0 right now. It's going to be 6.33 after that round, but I can say he's got a stronghold on this one, huh?
Yeah, well, for sure. He's just practicing. He could have taken a point lead there. There's really no point. Down 5 wedges, it really just does not matter. It would take a heck of a lot. Heck of a lot of misses. There you go. Well, there's 2 of them. And now he's probably upset with himself that he didn't throw at the bulls in the last round. Gina Hollanday in the chat there, letting everybody know about the score on the score screen versus the score in our scoreboard. The scoreboard up top is correct 99% of the time.
I was going to say, I'll give chat credit there. I actually did miss one, but now it's correct.
Well, there's the 1 time out of 100. And Jeremiah Berger does not have winning darts in this throw, but he can't leave him 15s only.
Here's what he was going to do. He's going to go after it here. Okay.
Oh, if he would have just left 15s, maybe, but he left the 18s. Yeah, that'll do it. Trip 18, dart number 1 for Brett Hollinday. 2-1 lead. Well, who's going to be celebrating good times tonight? Come on, between these 2 guys. Let us know in the chat.
You are running wild with tonight, Sean. I'm enjoying it, my man.
Hey, listen.
Every once in a while, Sean's just gleaming with those great puns.
Well, on our show last night, Jason thought it'd be fun to have a segment of dad jokes between him and our guest host, Steve Price. They were pretty good.
And I'm sure there were some that were pretty whack too, huh? Don't lie. Oh,
for sure. 90% of them were not the best. Jeremiah Berger with a 7 mark right there. Nicely done early in this leg.
How about this? Still creeping up on some great numbers here this evening on our Wednesday night for Division II King Seat match. We appreciate you being here. Definitely give us that like, give us that follow if you have not, whether it be on the USA Darts or Partners Promoting Darts platform. We definitely want to thank the PPD for providing this CSC Challenger Series for you all to enjoy. Such as the great action we saw on Monday night. Could this be another exciting one? I'll have to wait and find out.
I don't know if you've seen our chat, but Jacob Armstrong gave us a very nice compliment. But I'm going to throw one right back at him and say, buddy, you can comment anytime with that luscious hair in your profile pic. I'll take a look at that thing. That'll work all day long. Boom goes the dynamite again. Brett Hollinday has 3 so far. Austin Braswell in the chat. Bradley Smith, there are 2 divisions in the CSC Challenger Series.
You never know. Down the road, you never know. We always just say that, just to leave you guessing. And Brett just continues to run away here. 2:16.97. Berger put in a nice 7 mark here. That would be handy.
But you can't do that now. It's mainly because you jinxed him on it.
Yeah, like that old commentator's curse will
Typical.
get you nearly every dang time.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's a real thing because there are some times where I'm like, oh, he's probably going to hit a 9 mark right here. And then he does. And I sound brilliant for no reason whatsoever. It's really just like, these guys are really good. I bet I can just guess a 9 mark here in this one.
Every once in a while. Every once in a while, we are decent at our job.
Like at least 5% of the time.
Kasha Blvd tuning in.
Hey, you guys.
I need to stop doing that because that is a super inside joke between just like me and Kasha, just the Blvd thing, and
yeah,
it's totally not her last name.
Yeah, Jeremiah Millar in the chat saying Maya is not playing up to his level right now at 3.5. He has thrown 3 legs in the 3s. His 1 victory was in the 4s so far. So I would absolutely 100% agree with that. He is definitely not a 3-point-something average shooter. But we saw it real early on. He struggled even with the diddle. So maybe he's just facing that a little bit tonight. Bad timing, if I had to guess.
He could be putting a little pressure on himself too. I mean, let's not forget he knows what's ahead of him tonight.
Well, I mean, listen, it's also you have your own button pusher. You have signs made up for when you hit 9 marks, so you better freaking hit 9 marks so they can show off the signs. You know, it's like you invited people there to watch you play. You've got to be a confident player to do all of that. So I don't know if it's necessarily that as much as it's just he's just wiring some stuff the wrong way.
Sometimes it's just something in the water. I mean, not to give too much of a behind-the-scenes look, but I check these cameras fairly early in the day, and he was there hours in advance, and I could tell you for a fact he was not very happy with how his warm-up was going today.
Okay. Well, a little dynamite drop in there from the man behind the scenes, Nick Dichiria. He's going to like the way his darts are right there. Boom goes the dynamite for Jeremiah Berger. And look at that sign. Oh my goodness. I love it. Brian, I'm telling you, one day, I just need all of the signs on my wall. Back behind me, that's how I'm going to decorate.
Big trip 20. How about another good 7 mark? I think he's released a little energy there as we see a gentleman clapping there.
This is going to be one of those where the tides can turn, but Brett Hollinday is not trying to let that happen. This is brilliant from both players, first of all, but Brett Hollinday to hold off this charge from Jeremiah Berger. Sorry, I almost cried.
I heard that. I was like, oh, okay. Hello.
Oh, Brett let himself off the gas too. This is fun. You having fun? I'm having fun.
This is enjoyable here. Look at this. 6'5", 6'7", 5 here in this leg.
This is the Division 2 King seed. We didn't see this stuff a year and a half ago in Division II, did we?
No. I mean, Jeremiah Millar said it best on Monday night when he said the 6 is the new the 6 mark is the new 5 mark, and we're seeing that trickle down to even Division II. I mean, look at it. Look at Brett's average right now, 4.92 overall in this CSC Division II, and you know, Jeremiah is a 4.43, where maybe that was our top average back a couple seasons ago.
No, you're 100% correct. I mean, and look at Brett Hollinday. He has held off this Jeremiah Berger charge in this leg, and this can be a devastating leg for Jeremiah Berger to come out on fire like he did, to put so much pressure on Brett, and for Brett just to handle it the way he did. You can see he's getting frustrated. He's getting more and more frustrated. It's because, I mean, this should be the leg that he's dominating right now, and Brett just did not let it happen.
Brett, all eyes on the 17s.
Brandon Neal saying, I see Brett is still here rolling this bracket. It's early. It's early, but he's just been on fire.
He really has. That's the best expression to put it. He's been bullying this bracket. Indeed.
A little chance here for Jeremiah. Yep, he's just going to stay right there. I like it. Oh, just wires last start again, but a big 6 mark. Three to 1 scoreline. When we set up Division II at the beginning of the season, there was a 0.27 difference between the top and the bottom of Division II. Now there's a 0.48 difference between like first and second. That's how good Brett Hollinday has played this season in Division II.
Another big trip 19. He's just all over those tonight. 493 plays, or 893 plays 844 here. Man, this leg is really getting played out here. Round 11.
Guys, hit that like button, hit that share button. Leave a comment in our chat. Doing so will enter you into tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. A2Z Darts is giving away a $25 gift certificate to their website. It can be used on any purchase or product seen on the website and combined with any special. Use it towards a $45 purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. And they just put all those target darts on their clearance rack pretty much. So go ahead on over and get some of those bad boys. 30-point lead. We're going to see our first break into the thousands, actually in about a week or so, 2 weeks, maybe. It's been a while since we've had a couple 1,000-pointers.
Yeah, it really has been, but we're about to see it here.
I know we got asked earlier in the chat if we were going to be here tomorrow night for the Ram versus Kenny match. No, we will not. Maybe we'll post those results. I'm sure one of them will probably have it live.
I've actually already got some plans tomorrow night. Gonna be headed to the baseball game.
There you go.
Yeah, we figured why not. The Wingnuts are in town. Or not the Wingnuts, the Wind Surge. The Wingnuts are our old team. We've had so many of them these days. Brett just slowly chopping down the tree here, looking to put himself in position, which he has, to make this a 4-1 match.
It's round 15. He's averaging a 5.5 in Division 2.
Just gross.
The consistency of that. The consistency of that in this level is insanity. And again, this could be a devastating leg for Maya Berger. I would be furious because I just played probably my best leg overall going first and still lost. And like it wouldn't be like a furious like against my opponent or like that. Like I'd be mad like at just the situation of what's happening. Yeah, look at those big darts there from Jeremiah. So here we go.
Nice little oh, look at that from Nick. What do we have there?
I think he figured out your secret or something.
We're stepping up our game here remotely. I really enjoy that.
The real Sports Center top play is that instant replay.
Man, he got a nice stinger there. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Send me over that stinger, my man.
Look at this. Jeremiah Berger. Big darts. How about a white horse? Boom goes the dynamite from Maya Berger. That's an atomic bomb being dropped here in this leg. Brett just walked all the way back to the fridge, it looked like, and then back to the line.
Every once in a while, you got to do that.
So I haven't told this story yet, but I did play against Brett and Ryan Jervis at the Booyah Cup in the blind draw with Sestefano. They did beat us, but we did win the cricket leg.
Help you out there, my guy.
I think we whooped him in the cricket leg, too.
Did you whoop him?
Whoop him with a capital H.
Well, Jeremiah looking to finish him in this leg if he can.
Jeremiah Millar saying Brian Henry has stepped up his sign game. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. If that's his son who continues to do those, he gets better and better every time. Jacob, he did tell me that. You got Boom Goes the Dynamited on a live stream. I love it.
Maya's certainly trying to fight for this one because Brett's making it interesting. And Maya's making it interesting as well.
That was a much needed last start.
Yes, but it was.
Minus the points, he still has a pretty big lead here. That being said, close 19s here. Should have definitely closed the 19s right there. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Take advantage, try to close them out. He's just fighting, clawing, putting himself just a little bit ahead. Yeah, it's up to Brett to, as I say, start chopping at the tree here.
Got to get rid of the 19s.
He's got to do something. He can't keep going at it, but it's a 9 mark.
I mean, I guess if you're going to set off some dynamite, that's fine too. But he still can't close the 20s, 18s, 17s, and 19s in one round. Now he might take 2 of the points and 1 of the close, which I still think you do here. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
It happens.
And I think in the vice versa, you're right, Jeremiah Millar, that Maya does have to close the 15s, or he should have already. He might want to take a stab at it here. He does and hits it.
That was a great move there.
If Brett hits a white horse here, well done.
I'd be tempted to just go bull. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
Well done. Well done. And if you're Brian Henry back there or anyone else, you're just going, yep, okay, well done. Maya can still win it with 4 bowls. Needs that double.
And he can't find it. Up to Brett to hit 3 here. To make this 5-1.
Oh, now he needs to get a double bowl in there. Double bowl needed. Doesn't get it. So now 2 bowls needed for Jeremiah Berger to make it 4-2. Much needed victory in this leg. There's 1. Needs 1 more. Gets it. 4.10 beats a 5.0 in that leg. Again, that is how Jeremiah wins this. And you see that 7 mark from Jeremiah Berger. 4-2.
Great recovery there because, man, Brett certainly made that interesting. It wasn't an easy task. Jeremiah was certainly looked like he was going to win it early, but Brett just fought the whole way there. And I don't know, that's really not good. I don't think at the end of the match, if you're fighting in these longer matches with Brett. I don't know. What do you think about that one?
You know what?
Does it matter at all?
I don't think that it does in this format. And the adrenaline that's pumping at this moment for this, these guys have played now. This is week 5 for them. They're both 4-0. I don't think the battles are going. They know the roller coaster that the CSC Challenger Series is, and especially Maya Berger does. He's had 3 last leg decider victories. 3. So if anyone knows how to win scrappy, long drawn out battles, it's Jeremiah Berger. So in fact, if I'm Brett Hollinday, I don't want this to be a close match. I want to keep at a huge lead.
I definitely think that if it gets drawn out, Brett has the upper hand.
Well, by average sake, you're right.
Yeah.
But right there, we just saw almost an entire point difference. That was a pretty long leg, still won by the 0.9 difference. Well, boom goes the dynamite again for Jeremiah Berger. They have 10 so far in this match. They are definitely living up to a Division II king seat. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. Joe, it is up at the top, 4-2. Brett Hollinday over Jeremiah Berger. So far, race to 9. Hey, Will.
Yes.
I think now's the time.
You thinking now's the time?
Yeah. Do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series?
Let's hear it.
Well, players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Guess what? Leagues are starting daily. So get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map is pretty cool. It'll show you any G3 location within the PPD system. And if you're not seeing anything in your area, like Will, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players will be able to sign up for leagues on that website. And guess what? I bet you're thinking, like, I got to play like 5 leagues a week to be able to stay eligible. Nope. 1 league a week will keep a player eligible for this event and TOC and other big events like this in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com and get signed up today. We want to see the levels get bigger and bigger. Right now, there are like 10 Division 1 players that are slotted for Division 2 with how crazy these averages have become in Division 1 and Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. I love it. If you want to compete, Join a PPD league.
Do it indeed. Do it. Do it now.
Do it. Just do it.
Brett just 2 single 18s and then moves to the trip 16.
Playing a little thermonuclear. Getting a lot of points in the thermonuclear, but so
definitely put himself with the house advantage here. 3-1.
I can tell you that this is a very frustrating spot to be if you are Maya Berger and you know that your opponent has 3 houses, because all times in your head is, I still have to close these numbers. I still have to close these numbers. Why am I still pointing? Why am I still pointing? Even though you know statistically you should continue to point. Actually, I played a league match yesterday where the brilliant Ashley Jones was doing that to me multiple times. Very frustrating.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Catch up. Yeah, trip 15. This is kind of a little saving grace, but those are going to probably go quickly here. Nope. Do you like just go ahead and get rid of the 19s?
Yep. 5 of them. Not going to probably be enough.
That's what I was just about to say. Not going to really be of much value for him. So I feel like Brett's bound to hit a triple.
And he closed the 15s, of course. 5.45 here in this leg. We are seeing top form from a CSC Challenger Series player in Division 2 who would probably be battling pretty well in Division 1. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. He just found something. Scott Handish said it himself. He's just found a 0.5 average better in the CSC Challenger Series. Normally a 4.4 average player. And this is now the second time on stream that he's just proved it.
Yeah. Berger needing a lot of bulls. Does he take a look? If he did hit that one, I don't know, but
no.
He's gonna stay right there, and we'll see if Brett can take advantage here.
No, he knows he only needs 3 darts to close all 3 numbers, so he was going to use that round to point. Just like he'll do this round. No matter what happens here, he's going to stay on the bulls.
Just as a reminder, too, I wanted to let everybody know, because we had to say it on Monday, too. Like, darts really isn't like this easy, as you say. So we do have multiple divisions for a reason. So you don't have to be averaging a 5.14 or 4.46 to get involved. You can be averaging a 1 point something and be just fine.
Well, this is one of those situations where you're almost annoyed that your opponent didn't win the match right there, or win the leg right there. Because you're like, I don't want to practice bulls anymore. You saw he just give like a hand motion, like, come on. I don't even know what to do anymore. I agree. Big win there for Brett Hollinday, 5.09. He takes a 5-2 lead as we head to our break. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do not go anywhere. You're going to hear from these 2 players with these great interviews brought to you by Nick Dichiria. And then we will be right back, before you know it, with the conclusion of the King Seat of Division 2. Don't go anywhere. Sean Green, Will Stuart, Nick Dichiria. We'll be right back.
In the end, oh my God, win this one.
There it is. Jeremiah Millard.
Justin Bieber.
Without black slacks again. And got it, dude. My goodness.
And you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
I'm Jeremiah Berger. I shoot out of Union Lake Eagles, and I play for Motor City Darts.
Well, Jeremiah Berger, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series. Once again, it's been a long time, but it was bound to happen, and we are excited to have you back. But those that are going to be watching for the first time, what got you into the game of darts, and how long have you been playing for? 17
years ago, some people got me into just an in-house fun league, and I stuck with that for a lot of years. And then I found out there was luck of the draws and tournaments, and then remote games became the big thing. And then I found the PPD.
And you did well since finding the PPD. Right now, where you are in the bracket, you've actually made it further than any of your previous attempts. How do you feel about your performance this season?
It's been up and down. Definitely pulled out some huge clutch shots when I had to. All my competitors I've played so far was right down to the wire in every match.
Well, according to Brian Henry, you were the underdog average-wise in 3 out of 4 of those matches. And that being said, Brett Hollinday has the highest average in Division 2, which is your opponent tonight. What's going to be your game plan to continue to come out on top?
I'm going to stick with my normal game plan, and hopefully I don't have to have so many clutch shots, and I play a little better before then where I'm not relying on the 2 double bulls and a triple to take it, but we'll see how it plays out.
Well, Motor City Amusements has held some of our favorite moments in the CSC, such as the origin of the button pusher. Can you tell us about one of your favorite darting memories?
That's a good one. I believe the button pusher is going to be there today. I heard there's a couple signs coming out, so hopefully they get to use those. I guess that's one of the biggest things is the overall Motor City community. They show up in waves. That the bar's normally packed on the nights, and even the people that ain't playing league, they just show up and they support and they cheer, and the signs and the banners and just the overall support that Motor City gives to me.
What would you do with that prize money if you won?
Well, honestly, the weather's breaking, the boat's getting out. I'll probably waste most of it on unnecessary fishing equipment that I don't really need.
And then anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Thanks for all the messages today, and I'm going to try to do what I can. And as always, thanks to Motor City for backing me and helping me along the way.
Well, Jeremiah Berger is taking on the CSC Challenger Series once again, this time in the King Seat match against Brett Hollinday. We wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Jeremiah Berger, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
My name is Brett Hollinday. Play out Legends Bar in Proctor, Minnesota, and Midwest Coin.
Brett Hollinday, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series for your second stream of the season. We're excited to have you on once again. Last time we saw you, your match against Brandon Neal showed you in dominant form. How did you feel coming off that match?
I felt pretty good. The first 7 games was a little slow and a little nervous, but I settled in really good after that and played very well after that.
Well, the fact that you've held such a high average all season long has kind of almost put a target on your back for Division 2. Does that add any pressure on your shoulders to this King Seat match?
No. I think I can average a little higher yet.
Well, the fact is, we've never seen anybody average the 4.9s consistently in D2. What's your secret to kind of staying on top of your form?
Practice. Lots of practice, I guess.
Fair enough. Jeremiah Berger has been an underdog in 3 out of 4 of his matches, and it's considered to be one against you tonight. What do you have to say to that, and what is your plan to come out on top?
Keep the pressure on him and play well. Hopefully that's all. Yeah, that's about it.
And then with a $500 difference and guaranteed prize money on the line, do you feel like you might catch yourself thinking about that tonight? And if not, why?
No, I just want to play darts. The money is just a prize at the end, so.
with our match that we had on Monday with Mike Maloney versus Leonard Gates, we had more eyes on our darts live stream than we ever have had in the past, and I feel like that trend's going to continue with tonight. For people that are going to be watching the stream for the first time and watching you play, what advice would you give them as they're getting into the game of darts?
I think watching it's hard to watch, but once you start playing, I think a lot of people enjoy it, and then you understand the game a little better, and it keeps you going, keeps you motivated to get better at it.
Anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yeah, just thanks for everybody watching. Come out and watch tonight.
All right, well, that is amazing to hear, and we're excited to see you, Brett Hollinday, once again on our live stream tonight, facing off against Jeremiah Berger, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Brett Hollinday. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
All righty, here we go once again, everyone, as we are back for Brett Hollinday, Jeremiah Berger. So far, it's a 5-2 scoreline. I mentioned beforehand early in the match, Jeremiah didn't want to find himself 5-2 down after the break. What's your thoughts on that, Sean?
This match is going the exact way that Brett Hollinday wants it to go, which is he wants to keep Jeremiah Berger at an arm's length away. If he does so, he thinks he has the best chance at winning. I think if this becomes a close battle, I think Maya Berger is scrappy enough to win it. Even though the averages have definitely favored Brett, even though the match scoreline definitely has favored Brett, Maya just has, man, that Motor City blood, or you fight for everything. And he's just going to continue to fight for everything. Brett's got his work cut out for him. He's got to continue to throw very well. If he does so, Brett will win this 9-5.
All righty. So 9-5 there is possibly your guess. Big 7 there for Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
I think his points is going to be a good friend for him.
Jeremiah asking, did the button pusher just get fired on the live stream? We've never seen that happen before. Millar's played so well each time that they've never had to worry about that.
He said no. Ryan said, cut it. Don't mention it again. Hey, at least we get a prettier face back there, guys. Hey, we were worried about our cameras there for a second, gentlemen.
I know we couldn't see Brian in the background for the longest time, so I'm happy that his face is viewable.
You're welcome for that one, Brian. All right, let me figure this out. I went upstairs, grabbed a water under break, and I do have Brett Hollinday's current average is a 4.95. Pretty tasty. Let me go ahead and figure out Jeremiah's.
Wait, so he's shooting better than his
current average? Yeah.
Division II CSC average already?
So it's 0.03, but it is higher.
Yeah. That's crazy. And they're both shooting 6s in this leg. How about 420 there for Mr. Jeremiah Berger? Shout out. Brett creeps close, though. And again, come on. Maya's shooting a 6 going first. Brett, what are you doing, man? Just you can eat off the gas like once. For the love of goodness. See what you did? Brett puts the pressure on. Let's see if it pays off. Will might be gone for another 30 minutes doing this math.
Hey, you know what? When you screw up about 4 or 5 times trying to figure out the old calculator on your phone, that's always your worst nightmare, is when you can't figure out the buttons. Gosh, you're just terrible. As As
Look,
Zoolander
I just
said,
say what people think in the chat, but don't type.
It's
That's my job, is just to say those things.
It's what Zoolander. It's not his fault he can't read good. 3.98 currently for Jeremiah, so well off of his current average. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
So, honestly, with those averages, a 5-2 scoreline might be best case scenario at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a whole point difference. Now, again, Brett goes second in this leg. Maya was shooting a 6 the majority of this leg. And because of the pressure that has just been constantly put on by Brett until this moment right here, where he misses all 3, he's in control. That can turn around right here, though.
Looking for a great dart. Holy cow, the Royals won.
Well, that's a shocker.
Yeah, right. That doesn't happen often. Good 6 mark there. Hey, solid little side reference. $29.99 for a year subscription to Minor League Baseball TV. That's just madness. Enjoy all the games. Yeah, enjoy all the games wherever you're at.
I have the Indianapolis Indians. They're a AAA ball club. They have been here since I've been born, and I've been to maybe 8 games total. No, thank you. But I am going to the Indy Fuel game, which is a minor league hockey team. We're taking the girls to their first hockey game on Friday.
Should be fun. That should be fun. We do
Third row.
We got a minor league team in Wichita as well. We got the AA Wichita Wind Surge as well as the ECHL Wichita Thunder for hockey.
Okay.
So
I think the Fuel are in the ECHL as well.
Yeah, I believe so. I think we've played them a couple times. But Brett, opportunity to win this one.
I was just going to say, the only baseball team I've actually watched consistently is the Savannah Bananas and their exhibition matches.
Yeah. Dude, that is like the thing right now.
Oh, it's so good.
So fun.
They've been selling out every game. It's a good watch on YouTube as well, by the way. Solid hat trick there from Jeremiah.
You teach them all those dance moves, don't you, Will?
Oh, yes.
Rick Hensey in the chat. What is up, sir? I'm wondering who you're rooting for tonight, but I'm going to guess it's Brett Hollinday. Fellow Minnesotan. Whenever you say Minnesota, you got to say it like that.
Somebody saying there could be in Wichita. Aaron saying he's be in Wichita Sunday night for Blackberry Smoke. I'll have to check that out.
Why would anyone want to be in Wichita ever?
Actually, we got some pretty decent stuff that comes through.
Calm down.
Every once in a while.
Calm down. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a thrill. There's no denying that.
I used to be like the 10-year-old in the airport flying back from Florida, and I would always ask everyone loudly, "Who's going to Indiana for vacation?" And guess what? No one would raise their hand.
No one. Nobody comes here either.
Yep, thought so. And I was 10. I was such a smart aleck.
The best part about living in the Orlando area is literally going to places like Ohio or Wisconsin or Kansas City, Missouri, and like everyone that played is like sad that they're leaving Disney World. It is something that gives me such a great joy sometimes.
Well, Brett 4.68, 3.79 there for Jeremiah.
And it is 6-2 Brett over Jeremiah, not 5-3.
Naughty there, Nick.
Now, let's mention it, because now we get to the PPD player advantage rule is now in effect. So what that means, this has been loser start the entire match up to this point. However, because Brett is down 3 or more legs, or Jeremiah is down 3 or more legs, he's down 4. He will go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the PPD player advantage rule. And so he will go first this leg and then also in the next leg automatically. You'll still have to break Brett's throw a couple times. But it can be done.
You scared me there for a second.
Oh, that I froze?
Yeah, just a little bit. Big trip 19 from Brett. I was wondering if he took a stab at the 20s. Instead, he's going to those 18s, searching for another option on the houses before taking a stab at the 20s. Do you like that play?
Brett can do whatever he wants right now. You know, like how else do you answer that question at this point?
I mean, that is true, but you would think you would take a stab at those 20s, being that higher number, but he has went for houses most of the evening.
Boom goes the Minnesotan. Number 11 on the evening. And I believe he has 8 or 9 of those. Good last start there from Maya. A much needed 7 mark. Just staying in the lead a little bit. I like the support he's getting behind him too. It looks like it's the right type of support, you know? It's that, hey, you got this. You're right in this. Great darts here. Here, take a drink of water or soda.
They haven't abandoned him, which is always good. You know, but I do like that you mentioned that because, I mean, it can be
awkward.
It can be a down feeling when you have people around you that are there to support you and you unfortunately aren't performing like you know you can.
Yeah, you get like the awkward silences or like the walkaways. That's the worst. They're like, oh, I'm going to go check out the thing over here. They're like, oh no, I've lost him. So they've stayed there supporting the entire time, and they're having a real rapport with him too. It's, hey, you got this, stay in this, you're fighting, just keep fighting. Just the things he needs to hear, you know?
Exactly. Those good positive things.
And then Brett, on the other hand, needs about a mile around him in a circle for him to walk around.
Yeah, and who knows? Unfortunately, we don't have that access to his view from the camera angles that we do here, like the Eagles. Hopefully, down the road we can make that happen with the bar and whatnot. But does he have a bunch of people on the opposite side of the camera angle that we're seeing? They're supporting him. It doesn't look like he's got many. He hasn't been talking to anybody. Maybe he prefers that.
Listen, it is so hard. The more people around you, the harder it is to focus on these remote matches sometimes. I know for me with my ADHD, if I am playing around other people, I throw way worse in remote games than if I'm able to kind of be by myself in my own thoughts, doing my own thing. I welcome both.
The bar is full, but I blocked him off.
Okay. You got to give him his runway.
Yeah.
I like it. There's a lot of people in the chat that are talking about strategy here. How is Maya going to get back into this? And the debate, buddy, is do you take more hero darts, close quicker, try and shorten the match as much as possible?
How about that? A big double and then produces with a big trip 20 there. So that's could be the answer there. Take some shots that you normally wouldn't. And once you feel a little bit of those risks, being able to come out on top of those, that's when you start seeing the confidence come out. That's when you start seeing the normal Jeremiah, the normal averages come out. Let's see if that happens. He's got a door opener here. 3 fat ones is perfectly fine.
Yep. And he does do 3 fat ones. I call those 3 Seans in my head. Crickets. All right, cool. All right. Well, It was funnier than that. It's fine. No big deal.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
Right.
Even Nick didn't even appreciate it in the background.
Not at all.
He just kind of sat there and looked at you like, what was that?
I was honestly wondering why we've had two different Dodge Dart comments tonight. That's honestly what I was pondering. Normally, two different people asked if this was related to the Dodge Dart car. So I was kind of sitting here thinking about that. I'm going to be honest.
Hey, you never know. YouTube algorithms could be crazy. There needs to be more dart tournaments that name themselves like after TV shows, by the way, because that seems to work. Because I started wondering why Shark Tank has so many dang views. Well, there's your answer. The people look for the TV show that comes up with darts.
Pretty smart. I like it.
Pretty smart, right? I just figured that out. I was like, oh, dun dun dun.
So our new Tuesday show is going to be called Wheel of Fortune. Check it out, dart style. And then on Thursday, Jeopardy darts will be taking the scene.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, the Mike Maloney doubles have happened twice in this leg from Jeremiah Berger. How about that? They were bold moves and they paid off for him, but Brett Hollinday just alligator blood that one.
Yeah,
hanging around.
Good 5 mark on the Bulls for him. Big trip. Go for the win. No.
Nope. I like the move.
Stays up there.
And I love it.
Stays up for the 7, forcing Brett to do it again. That's a tougher task than said.
By the way, that is why both of us are sitting here behind the screen, because we both thought the same thing, double bull. And then we both realized after we would have shot it how dumb that dart would have been. Like, just zero reason for it. It would have given winning darts to our opponent for no reason. It's such a low percentage shot. Great win there in that leg, though, from Jeremiah Berger. Closes the gap 6-3. He is now at the same exact distance away from Brett that Brett is from the finish line. Chris White said, you guys made me go back and watch the Gates versus Millar match after Monday. That's a good one, too. Thank you, Jeremiah, for the Rounders reference. It's about time someone had to be classy around here.
Enjoy that one. A couple weeks ago or so.
Rick in the comments saying, wow, great math there. I actually don't know if he's being sarcastic or not, because I really did not look at the actual math, if that gave my opponent winning darts or not. So I just made an assumption that sounded better for the reasoning against doing it.
Sometimes it's all about assumption. And if it pays off, it pays off. If people don't notice, hey, people don't notice.
I tried to say it confidently enough to where I didn't think anyone was going to question it. Rick's smarter than that.
Still saying on those 19s, 51-point advantage for Brett.
David Al wants me to say it one more time, and I don't like to disappoint the fans. So boom goes. No, I'm kidding. You want to know how I'm eligible to play in major BBD events like the CSC Challenger Series, maybe TOC, which is amazing for all levels. How about like all-star triples and PPD nationals? Well, players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments. Those are called DRTs. And leagues are starting daily, so get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. Guess what? If you don't see anything in your area, they are always accepting new members. So have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, you'll be able to sign up for your own leagues on that website. Guess what? It does not take 5 nights a week playing darts to keep yourself eligible for this event. It takes about 1 league a week to keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com. I'm going to repeat it one more time because I stumbled over it. dartstoc.com. I can spell, to get signed up today.
There you go, buddy. Good stuff. Well, Jeremiah's starting to play more like Jeremiah here as we see that player advantage rule kind of help him out and help him produce some goods here.
The PBD advantage rule is only effective if you take advantage of it. Them are the rules. Some hate it. Those that hate it had a big lead and lost it. In the CSC Challenger Series, those that love it were down 5 legs in the CSC Challenger Series and came back to win. We had a debate about that PBD advantage early on, I think, in our seasons of CSC Challenger Series, but it's just, it just fits now.
As Mike Molly says, I hate it, period.
Oh, yeah, he was the one that was down 6-1. Willie Walker loves it, though. 5.55 there from Jeremiah Berger in that leg. Starting to throw his darts.
That's just dirty.
Now, Brett will go first.
You had to do him like that, huh? There we go. Flips it on over. Brett will take just a second here. We're off once again. Leg number 11. Brett with a 7 mark to open us up.
And this is where the question marks really are bigger, right? Can Jeremiah Berger win legs against the throw against Brett Hollinday, who has statistically been averaging more than him in pretty much almost every leg, except for the last 2, I believe. So maybe the times they are a-changing, as Bob Dylan would say.
Brett goes ahead and closes those 18s, able to point some more on him. 60-point advantage for him.
Yeah, there's no more player advantage rule at this point. The only other time it would actually come into effect is if it is 8-4. And you can see what Brett is doing to Maya. He just threw a 6 mark and he's upset with it.
Exactly, because Brett's just putting all sorts of pressure on him. Look at this.
He is not missing. Boom goes the dynamite. Brett Hollinday.
David letting us know seeing a lot of level 1 averages and level 2. Yeah, we said it earlier. It's just the nature of the beast right now. This is the CSC, man. It's evolved. It's developed into a beast of an event. People have been tuning in to enjoy this coverage because they know it's going to be entertaining with the players that we have involved. The averages speak volumes. Look at that.
7.09. And all Maya can do is thumbs up and like air high five, because there's nothing you can do about that. Now, the problem is if Brett does that 2 more times, this thing's over.
That's just nasty. I think Jeremiah's saying, "Yeah, what do you do there? What do you do there?" That's just nasty. Smart from Jeremiah, though, able to kind of brush that off and come right back to the Aki. Big 6 mark opener.
Yeah, you can't let something like that anger you at any point. Doing so just feeds right into your opponent. And honestly, why would you be angry at something like that? That's like being on a 340-yard par 4 up on the green and a ball rolls up onto the green from the tee box. You don't get angry at that. You turn back and go, "Nice shot," and you scream "nice shot" at them, and you fake fall down because you want to scare them a little bit. Or if it's a blind shot, you grab their ball, put in the hole, and then start celebrating wildly. One of those 2 things. You want to make them pay for it, but not in an anger way.
Jeremiah goes ahead and closes out the 19s, but Brett's been good on the 18s as well.
Yeah, David Al giving us a great stat, and there was only 1 7 shot Monday, or 1 leg above a 7 shot on Monday.
And stupidly guessed upwards of 4, but we had a ton of, 16 6-mark averages.
Yeah.
At the end of legs from both of our competitors, whether it be winning or losing legs.
Yeah, Mike had 6+ in 7 of the last 10 legs that he played.
Nasty.
And Maya fighting right back in this leg. It's like, I will see your 7 and lower it with a 6, but it's a 6 that's going to win, and that's fine. As soon as I say that, how about boom goes the Minnesotan from Brett Hollinday. He has got 11 of those, I believe, tonight. 11.
Yeah, he's had the most by a good handful. How about one from Jeremiah, though?
Boom goes the dynamite. Maya Burger, show off that sign. There it is. You gotta love it. I'm telling you, I still would love all those signs. That would make just a wall at my, like in the background, just so beautiful. Wouldn't have to use these jerseys. I'd still have the jerseys up.
Look at this. 6+ for him.
6.00. Hey, that's how you respond to a 7.0 in Division 2. Yeah, look at this. Trip 20, trip 20, trip 16. We see the sign almost dropped by Brian Henry, and then it cut away. So, got to be faster than that, Brian.
Now, here's the hard part. You have to have Jeremiah Berger win 4 out of the next 5 legs to end up coming out on top of this match, and that's a big ask for going against Brett. But if there's a time to do it, the momentum has started to shift a little bit, but it's going to be a very tough hill to climb.
Well, Brett just shot a 2 mark, I think, for the first time tonight, so this trip 20 would be nice. Got it. Whew. That's where you wipe your brow as you walk back, and as a gesture of, well, that was close.
Double 20 from Brett there.
Now he's just showing off the Maloney. The Maloney baloney.
He said, I'm going to get on Mike's good side. Here we go.
Boom goes the dynamite. Motor City Darts, Jeremiah Berger. Now has the last 2 of those.
He certainly rose up his average. I'm going to just take a quick peek here and do a little math. I mean, just taking a quick peek at the last 3 legs, it was a 5.55, a 4.67, and a 6.0. I mean, that's a good little three-leg stretch there from Jeremiah.
I know exactly what he just referenced there. That was a Major League 2 reference. And if you know the Serrano versus Yoshi Tanaka, and they're back and forth about marbles, that is what just happened there in the background.
Well,
guaranteed.
Love the Major League Series. How about
16s?
That?
How about that back to back? Well, Maya just rising to the occasion. My, how the turntables, buddy. There you go. Yeah, I think this is the Jeremiah Millar version of Jeremiah Berger that he referenced earlier, that this was not the Maya Berger that he was used to seeing. Tried to get rid of the 16s there. So I've been preparing for next weekend. So I immediately saw 309 and then just thought in my head, like, got to start on the 19s. Boom goes the dynamite. They're throwing a 6.20 and a 6.17 in leg number 13 in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. And the 6.20 is behind in the leg after doing so much work to try and finally break the throw. Brett, rain on my parade Holliday is closing it all out.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to close the door and make this 8-5 potentially. To Berger to another double would be handy. No, he goes for the 16 shot. I don't mind that.
To
At
be
the
fair,
same time,
that was a double. That would have been handy.
Yeah.
And you can see what Brett's going to do to him. I sense some winning darts here for Jeremiah Berger. Needs this. Absolutely must have. Can't have it. Can close the 16s here.
He
does
chooses
not
to.
Is that that last one was a single as well, so Brett now can bail if he doesn't hit the first bowl.
Okay, good.
Well,
I don't know if he's just going straight for those 16s. It looks like it after that first one.
There's now no winning darts again for Jeremiah Berger. That's why I like to close on the 16s.
Brett probably took a quick peek there and said, yep, 16s it is. He said,
I
awfully tough. Still doesn't close them.
Yeah, because it was only 4 bowls. I would have closed it right there again. Made it 4-3. And Brett's, okay, thanks. I'll just keep doing this, I guess. Until you stop me from doing so. And then he hits the double bowl. That's a dagger dart.
Yeah, big double with the last. Now I'll be able to come up, or should be able to come up here.
I mean, let's call this what this is. This is brilliant from Brett Hollinday.
Yeah.
Absolute brilliant. He's
cornering him.
And Maya's just played a phenomenal leg of darts. An absolutely phenomenal leg of darts. Had 2 9 marks in this leg. Momentum was heavily favoring him, and he loses the leg because Brett Hollinday refuses to just let someone break his throw. Of course, the not closing there was part of that frustration. At least from my perspective. That's a frustration of mine. Him not closing the 16s a lot earlier, because you just never know what could happen there. Most likely, does he still lose the leg? Yep. But there's just that chance. It's a little bit better.
Good start there from Jeremiah. You see him quickly go down to the 19s and grab those.
Ryan George is in the chat. I've seen you, buddy. Love you, buddy.
All righty, here we go. Just taking a quick gander. So going into the break, it was 3.98 average for Jeremiah, 4.95 for Brett. Right now, go ahead.
I'm going to guess Maya's up to a 4.59 and Brett is 5.02.
5.08, 4.36.
Okay. So a little bit low from both. I lowballed both of them. No, actually, I highballed Jeremiah's, but that's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's still, I mean,
still
you've seen them pick it up after the break, both of them.
Yeah, still an eye-popping 5.08 from Brett in this one.
That's his exact average from week 1 when we just thought that was the most ridiculous thing we've ever seen. No, that was a 5.06. This is better. And it continues to be better.
Gotta be
not
better
this 4.0, but
match, right?
I mean, this has been an absolutely brilliant match. A match that I have no problem seeing again. Now, I do think that 4th place match has 2 very solid players in it. very solid former finalist, former champion players for Division II of the CSC Challenger Series. So whoever loses this match here does not really like being in that third place spot.
Not happy with himself there, but able to recover. Yeah. Big double bull with that last.
Should win this leg. This is a race to 9. Guys, one last time, A to Z Darts is sponsoring a live stream giveaway tonight. They are giving away a $25 gift certificate to their website. One lucky person who just leaves a comment in our chat, lets us know where you're tuning in from. Who do you have in this last match of the winning side of the bracket? It can be used on any product seen on the website and combined with any special. Use it towards a $45 purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. Just leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button, automatically will enter you in for your chance to win that $25 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com. 9 is the race to, so 8-6 is the score line. Does Maya have 3 legs on the spin in him? We saw that on Monday night.
I have to see a big 9 mark replay there from Nick. We appreciate that one as we wait just a second to get back underway, it looks like. I think Brian just doing the duties of button pusher as Jeremiah must have ran off and did something real quick.
Well, it's nice of Jeremiah to rehire Brian by the end of the evening.
He said, "Okay, I'm doing semi-decent now. You can kind of jump back in and do your thing."
Chris White asking me why I think none of the indie guys play this. This is kind of a newer thing. We have just a couple locations for Just Darts and PPD leagues. Just Darts is our operator there for PPD leagues here in Indy. And there's a lot of vendors. There's a lot of different leagues that are played, and it's tough to get in that top 500 of the All-Star rank list for those indie guys. At least that's the excuse they keep giving me, and I keep trying to push quite a few of them to get into this because there's a few that can really they'd do some damage. It'd be fun. Yeah, Maya went for the quick close there. Doesn't hit it. It's always a bad dart when you miss that one, huh?
Certainly feels like it. Here we go from Brett. Just a couple 20s. See what Jeremiah does here. Will he be able to take advantage and go up and try to close? Make this possibly 8-7. That would feel like a big victory considering where he was at in this match at one point.
Well, so far, this is a bit of a stinker of a leg from both players early.
Just a touch. We'll be honest.
Well, Brett's going to turn that around right now. So Maya's got to follow. Got to get those 18s. Mike Hagenow in the chat. He's from that northern Indiana area. Plays a lot with Magneto. Those would be 2 fantastic players to join the CSC Challenger Series. Speaking of which, you see Randy Magneto post a little boom goes the dynamite on his status today?
I did see that. I was like, oh no, what is the world coming to? It's getting around.
I'm telling you. The funny thing is he probably has no idea that I have ever said that once in my life.
Absolutely none.
Which is the best part, because I've interviewed him twice in person.
What was it? Booyah Cup. I randomly woke up and was watching some Sports Center, and they hit a boom goes the dynamite. I said, geez Louise, here we go.
Yeah, that's because of me. Yep, that's
all
why.
Because of you. I believe it.
It's not the thing I stole it from. Definitely not. Not that more popular thing. That is an Indiana thing, though. Ball
Does
State.
he take a shot? He should take a shot here.
He does, and he hits it. Boom goes that dynamite right there. Maya Berger. The sign that all can see. Needed that one, huh?
Certainly did. I mean, if he can steal this leg away, that's going to feel like quite the accomplishment. Like I said, he's battling here. He's really battling.
Do you know how over the moon happy I am when I throw a leg of a 371? Like this is just a whole different level of darts than you could ever imagine. I couldn't even reach up, jump high, and touch Division II. You know, like that's how good these guys are. It's Michigander. Are you sure you want me to say that?
Yeah, Michigan.
That's Michigander.
Put a little.
Put a little. Does Maya Berger like Michigan or Michigan State? Like I can go that route. I can go Wolverine or Spartan. I'd rather not say Michigander. That sounds like Hoosier, not the best.
How dare you, Nick, by the way. We'll put that in the background. As every once in a while, he'll drop in a dynamite comment that nobody else can hear but only us. And that's what you'll hear us chuckling about every once in a while. Great dart there from Jeremiah as he's putting himself in position to steal this away. Yeah.
It's about to be 8-7, and he'll only need to do this one more time.
Remember, more time.
Again, Mike Maloney, that guy. He wore a plain white T-shirt, sweatpants, and Hey Dudes, which, by the way, was the best move, on Monday night, defeated Leonard Gates by winning the last 3 legs on the spin. If he can do that, Maya Berger can definitely do that here against Brett Hollinday.
This is something to state here. The last 2 legs for Brett, 3-2-0, 3-4-0. Definitely not an ideal couple legs if you're trying to win a match here. Maybe as he hit that, man, this is over with mentality already.
Well, here we go, 8-7. Oh, he's a runaway. Going to the bathroom every night and day.
Yeah, I think we're just taking a little second here.
How about my man Shane in the chat? What's up, brother? I remembered. I told you I would. Never gonna make that mistake again. Darian Kobe in the chat.
Yeah, good to see Darian in the mix, as well as numerous others. I received a couple messages from people trying to get involved and whatnot. So, and I mean by people, I mean some pretty big name people.
Yeah.
I will not name names, but would definitely be nice to add this person to the Division I top echelon players.
What does their last name rhyme with?
That's not gonna do that one.
Name.
Not gonna do that one.
Is it Michael Yum?
No, we're not gonna be doing that one.
Dr. Handsome. No, he's already in. Has to rhyme with yum or Boom goes the dynamite there from Brett Hollinday. He would like to end this thing right now. Jeremiah Berger is 3-0 in last leg deciders this season in the CSC Challenger Series. I'm pretty sure Brett Hollinday has not had to face one yet. And before you ask, yes, that is just speculation. I have nothing to go on when I say that. I knew Jeremiah's 3-0. Is that the 2 mark of death?
That very well could be big triple again. How about another?
Oh my goodness, back to back. Just a demolition derby from Brett Hollinday tonight. He's going to need a new lighter with all the dynamite he set off. Gina saying he has not. All right, good.
Oh, big 9 there.
Hey, that was how crazy is this? What I'm about to say. That was the minimum of what he had to do right there, and it is still not enough. As Brett Hollinday to win the match, almost averaged a 7.33 to do so. This is going to be another one where Jeremiah Berger is just going to go, okay, well, we knew this game was in his wheelhouse, and we were just hoping not to see it here. Because this will be the second time we have seen a 7-point something from Brett Hollinday.
Potentially.
For the king seat.
Uh-oh.
Ruining the average. There it is. 6.00. You blew it. But that's still a great average. And the last leg not last leg decider. Well, it was for him. 9-7 victory. I want to say hats off to Maya Berger, Motor City Darts, Brian Henry, the support that they had there. Thank you for the signs, everything else. And then shout out to Brett Hollinday, Duluth, Minnesota. Everyone there supporting him, including his wonderful better half, his wife, Gina, who's been in our chat helping us out. But look at that. Brett Hollinday is our king seat for Division 2. And after week 1, his name jumped to the top of the favorite board with his 5.06 average. I have a weird feeling that was defeated tonight. Will?
Well, I do have some averages here. As overall tonight, it was a 4.91 for Brett as he stumbled in a couple legs towards the end with a 3-2 and a 3-4. For Jeremiah, it was a 4.45, so he was able to kind of pick up and get to his overall average of 4.43 for the season. So, but overall, I mean, that's Brett Hollinday for you in this CSC so far. He's just been able to do work, and kudos to Jeremiah Berger, who fought and clawed us the whole way and was able to kind of get that back to a manageable amount. But in the end, Brett just coming out victorious.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to both players. If Brett Hollinday plays like that again in the finals, he can't be beaten, right?
It's going to be tough for anybody to beat Brett. I think Brett's kind of had his eye on first, and I think I've had my eye on him possibly getting that finals berth, which we've already seen after tonight's affair that he's going to have that opportunity. Guaranteed a good chance at some money now.
Yeah, well, he's guaranteed $1,500 with a chance at $2,500. He has to lose twice now in order to lose that $2,500. Listen, there are still 3 great players left in the CSC Challenger Series. And if I'm Brett, I'm not really excited to see any of the 3. Maya Berger, of course, now just drops to the 3rd place match. He takes on the winner of a former finalist in Daryl Cortez, who was like former King Seat, Division 2 King Seat player, against Chris Watson, who has won, yet again, 8 matches in a row from the loser side of the bracket. He won Season 2. He did the exact same thing. CSC Challenger Series Division 2. Or Season 2 of Division 2. So, tough. It's going to be tough. I'm excited for the conclusion of Division 2. I'm excited for Division 1. I can't wait to see who is going to be playing against Leonard Gates next Monday on the CSC Challenger Series. Buddy, I think we break more records in the next couple weeks.
We could. It's just going to get bigger and better here in the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Get involved right now, dartstoc.com, or just join us every Monday and Wednesday evening, 8:30 Central Time. So we'll see you Monday night for some more action from Division 1. Will Stuart, Sean Green, Nick Dichiria here. Take care. We'll see you next time for more from the CSC Challenger Series.
Have a great night, everybody.